What is up, YouTube? Kiwis here. I'm just kind of, I don't know, I guess you could call this a Toronto recap. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks. I kind of got lazy about the whole thing. Um, but pretty much, I wanted to talk about what happened after Toronto, how everything went down, what's going on with me right now, because I haven't put videos up in the longest time. And other than that, just, you know, regular shit. So, Toronto was amazing. I loved Toronto so much. It was one of the greatest times that I've had. It was just, I met so many good people, so many great players, so many nice players. I made a lot of new friends overall at the event. Honestly, I feel like I should have done a little bit better. I lost my top 32 game, and I was kind of a little bit upset about it, but I wasn't that upset about it. Mostly it's because it's just my first top. So it was like, oh well, who cares? I mean, it's just, you topped, great, that's all I wanted. Honestly, me going into top 32, I was just wanting the play mat. That's it. Um, I haven't received the mat, and as soon as I will receive the mat, I'll be keeping it. I'm not trading it away or anything at all. But other than that, Toronto was a blast. Toronto's a gorgeous city, and even Toronto, Canada in general, is a great country. So much better than the United States, especially when it comes to highways. Highways in the United States are awful. But mostly, people have been bugging me about why I didn't play any hand traps. And I guess I could say I didn't play hand traps because I don't like them this format. I really don't. Every time I played Max C against windups, they would go off and I'd draw it in the following turn and I'd be like, fuck. I'd do this kind of face. And I'd sit there for about 10 seconds just doing this. And I'd be like, wow. And that was pretty much my big reason why I didn't play any hand traps. I just didn't feel like Valor was that great this format. People are still playing 3. Like, I know my buddy Patrick's playing 3, and I don't know why. I feel like there's so many better cards that you can play against this format than Effect Failure. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a scrub and I don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. But mostly I wanted to talk about some stuff. Like, that's pretty much the reason why. Because I feel like when I was thinking about my side deck, I was like, I could side 2 Maxi, and that would have been fine. But then I was like, maybe I shouldn't side Maxi, because I feel like Gozen Match does everything Maxi does, but just so much better. It's like adding extra torrential tributes into your deck. Especially with Needle Sealing. I don't know why I wasn't playing that deck at Toronto. I guess I didn't catch it. I guess I didn't catch everything that I was supposed to do and pick those up, but I couldn't find any of them on day one. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'll play whatever the hell I want to play. But I played them this weekend. I caught the 2 trap stuns from the deck for the 2 Lance from the side, and I put the 2 Needle Sealings in the side. And almost every single game I sided in Needle Sealing. It was so good. It was great against Samurai. It was good against so many good things. Windups. My opponent generated all this advantage against windups, and I was like, Needle Sealing, aliens, straight up. It was awesome. Yeah, it was so good, like, to a point I almost wanted to just main 1, side 2, because it was just that good. Other than that, like, I guess people are wondering about the guy who got top 4. I didn't play any Machina in the deck, which is interesting because people are like, oh my god, Machina's so good with Gear Frame. You go Gear Frame, and then you can go Fortress and cough the Gear Frame from the Gear Gants. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Well, turn 1 Thunder King. Okay, half of your stuff's dead. So, oh well. And like, that's pretty much why I didn't want to play any kind of Ryo weak cards like Merchant, which would have been giving me beast access. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't good. It just straight up was not good. Gear Frame itself is just so mediocre, and so is Fortress. Like, don't get me wrong, Fortress is a great card this format. kind of. Like, he's good and he's not good. I feel like in a format of triple deepers and double bottomless, double mirror force, there's no way he's going to be amazing because it's just so many ways to get rid of him. I mean, yeah, you can say he's a plus, but oh well. I mean, I'd rather go off with my Karakuri guys. I guess the other thing that people are doing is they're playing the level 3 guy, the MK2, and he's good. Like, don't get me wrong, he's an amazing card, but in general, I feel like Tour Guide is just so much better. Tour Guide does everything that he would do, but better. And like, you never go into Gear Gigant ever. Like, I rarely. I think I went into it. Like I said, I don't know if you guys have seen the videos, but I think I went into it 4 times over the entire weekend at Toronto. 4 times. 2 of those 4 times is getting me a Birdman per game. So it was like, yeah, it's really not that good. Maybe I should just not play this card. Just play Tour Guide over it. Which Tour Guide gives me instant access to outs to Zen mains, and it's just so many outs to so many things. And I think that from a quote from Duelist Grounds when I was like, cards that search for cards, that search for cards, that search for cards, makes decks viable. So Tour Guide into Sangan, into Arsenal, into Kirji Armor, into Accelerator, into Flip, another Accelerator. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you gotta honestly say Tour Guide's weak against Thunder King, but he's also an out to Thunder King. And then, of course, you have Snowman Eater, where Snowman Eater is, like, seriously one of the best cards in the format right now. It makes just the fact if your opponent knows that you're playing 3 Snowman Eater in your deck, they will think about every single time they attack face on monster. I bluffed my opponent for 5 turns. 5 turns with a face down Sang into his Thunder King, and he did not attack it because of Thunder King Ryo being so weak against the Snowman Eater. It's amazing. Just the fact that you can fear stuff like that. And people don't fear Mirror Force. I think that's what actually makes Mirror Force really good right now. For the same logic as Snowman Eater, is people don't think of Mirror Force. They don't think you'd be playing it, but they do. Unless they wind up like with like a Stardust on the field. They're planning plays so well. People are actually getting better. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my personal opinion. Oh well. But other than that, like, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I mean, this is just a video. I haven't done a video like this in a long time. I actually just got my webcam, so now I'll be able to do more videos like this. I don't have to worry about me holding up a freaking video camera all day long. Yeah. Major shoutouts to Acrom093, Spicy Yanni 1. Yeah. Apparently I have 36 subscribers now. Over the next couple of days, I think I'm going to talk about a deck that I've been working on with a couple of friends of mine, which is Heretic Monarch. So if enough people are interested and they like the video, and maybe I'll do some time and I'll put it up. With school and work, it's been hell. And I think anybody in college right now who's working full-time also will agree with me that school plus full-time work is a huge pain in the ass. But it's life, and we deal with it. Kiwis out. See ya.